Pillow talk can be a variety of things. The point of pillow talk, though, is for two people to enjoy each other's presence through conversation. We decided to bring our intimate conversations to you through our podcast, Pillow Talking.
Yo, what is up, podcast world? It's Pillow Talking.
Yep.
The only podcast talking good. I am JT.
And I am NeNe.
And we are back, man. It's the first show of the new year.
Woo!
We didn't really take a break. We still was like doing other people's shows and stuff. But we're back to our normal upload schedule on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be in the new year and excited to see where we go.
Yes, Lord. Happy to be in the new year.
Yeah, I mean
2021, all positivity. We don't care what happens.
And the thing was, like we said last year at the end of the year, like 2020 was bad for some, but like that wasn't our testimony, and we are forever grateful and forever thankful that we didn't, nobody close to us died from the coronavirus.
Right.
I don't know if we got it. I don't want to say we didn't get it.
I think we had it. I
think we did too, and we didn't know. But that was during the phase one.
Yeah.
So we were already stuck at home.
But I definitely
our whole household was like kind of sick, but not really sick. But it was like we couldn't smell or taste. But this was way early on.
Way early when it first started popping up.
Yeah, so we probably did have it, and thank God that it didn't.
Yeah.
Send us to the hospital like it did some people.
Our kids, correct.
Right. I think kids literally.
Everybody was really normal.
But kids are the exception to every disease. Like kids could have the worst disease and literally just go outside and play for 8 hours.
Right.
And they come in, got 104 fever.
Right. That's how it be at school. It's like, dude, you're sick. Like, what are you running around for? But I think that's the code to that is youth.
Yeah, I think
it's just they have youth.
They have youth, man. They are just invincible. But let's get into the show. So crazy things we saw, social media world. I mean, obviously everybody's happy we're in a new year.
Yeah.
I did see the whole thing. Donald Trump, his tapes got released, which was wildly insane. That a president was literally calling a state, asking them to find votes for him.
Crazy.
But nobody. The craziest part is that we don't care. It's like we've seen everything in this election, from riots at the polls to recounts to people literally saying it was stolen to. I mean, this
Biden's going to jail.
Yeah, I just think this is the craziest thing in American history. Well, no, I don't want to say that, but it's one of them. It got to be top 5.
It's crazy
that our president gets caught on tape doing something that sounds illegal, but we're just like, who cares?
I definitely am ready to read the history books once. Hopefully, they still have history books.
Yeah,
so
I'm
once
ready to
Evan
see how
and them
history will be written
in school
when we're grandparents and they're reading about 2019, 2020, the Trump administration. I would love to see what the history books have to say. Is it going to be like when we were learning about Nixon and all the scandals and stuff?
Yeah.
And it's going to be like that. Is it going to be that's what I'm interested in. To be honest,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if you saw, but it's been so many of those new memes with the little black head and the black girl.
The people
memes.
Yeah, I saw.
If you ever seen, it's like I'll post a little picture.
I saw a funny one.
I think they're funny, but they kind of show the difference between men and women. We really think different sometimes, and we have to learn how to communicate across our. It's
mostly about literally. That's all it's about. People don't realize that it's literally about communication.
The one I saw was it's like, oh, you want to go out, and then the guy's like, yeah, where you want to go? Oh, we can go here if you want to go, and the dude just walks away because it was saying you need to learn sometimes women need that extra. Are you sure you want me to come? Yeah, I need you to say yes. Don't be saying you can come if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Just that whole communication across genders and boys versus, what I'm saying? Just how we think. But
I saw a funny one too, but it was about eating, and they're like, "Girl, man, I need to go on a diet." The other girl, yeah, me too. Then it was like both of them, let's go eat.
Right, that's true though. That's literally us. A lot of that's not us.
No, it's not us.
Let me tell you a funny story.
I mean, as in women.
Let me tell you a funny story. Recently, we went out to eat. And this girl here, Dominique, literally was serious? She's looking at the menu. It was so embarrassing. Because this girl says, I want a filet. And the waitress
literally
just
said filet.
You didn't read the rest of the word.
The rest of the word wasn't
says
there.
filet
It
mignon.
said no, it didn't. It said filet.
So the waitress is like a
That's
filet
their
what?
fault. They need to fix that.
Oh, who is calling
Well,
me?
Lord.
Somebody's calling me during the show. All right, whatever. That's weird. Literally, she says filet.
Because it said filet.
So the waitress like
F-I-L-E-T.
what?
That's it.
Yeah. So anyway, NeNe orders a steak that was $40-some. And the whole time she's eating it, she's like, "This is the best."
Like my aunt was laughing because I ate it and I was like, "Oh, this is good."
Like she's eating this filet mignon. I'm talking about top of the line, the best
really
steak they
delicious.
had.
It was
and
very
she's
delicious.
like, "This tastes so. Oh my god! Like what is this?"
I
steak?
was like, "Baby, you want some?"
Like she was like, "Man, I eat steak I eat sirloins all the time, but this cut,
This one was good.
what
Shan.
is this?" And I'm like,
Delicious. Okay.
"Yeah," but it was just funny because she really be ordering stuff and don't know.
I don't look at the price. It's his fault.
She don't look at the price and she doesn't look at what it is. Like she'll just,
Like I look under the general thing, like burgers, ham, like steak or chicken, and then okay, like I just go down and pick.
She'll pick.
What sounds good.
But that leads us into our first topic about money because once again, here we are, and we told. Bro, I wish I could. I don't remember which show it was, but remember that episode when we talked about 50-50 and I brought up that guy who sounded ridiculous when he was like, I pay all the bills in my house and my woman ain't, my woman ain't got to do nothing.
Man.
The older man, he's preaching to his kids. I'm going to post the clip.
I've been married to my wife for 18 years, going on 19 years.
Blueprint,
My wife has
fellas.
never paid a mortgage payment. She's never paid a gas bill, electric bill. She's never paid a cable bill. She's never had to pay insurance for her cars. I pay for all that. But that's what a man does.
Right here, guess what happened? He is now, his family was like, we didn't need your money. We needed you to be a dad. They're falling apart. He was on some like fix my life type situation.
Wait,
because
what?
That same black guy who got on there, I've been paying all the bills.
How the fact does everybody know about this man like he's rich?
Because
like famous.
No, I don't know how they found out, but somebody had put on Twitter or something. Remember that guy who was preaching about paying all the bills and it was like, well, the whole time he was doing that, his family really wanted his time and him to be a father and not just a money giver.
Yeah.
And it goes to show, I keep telling you guys,
It has to be balanced.
the whole thing with the 50-50 bills, for one, let me just say this. In a marriage, we're not talking about dating. It's two different things. I think we're starting to confuse the boundaries. We won't like, we're dating, but we won't like certain marriage, things. And, we're just confusing the boundaries. While you're dating, it's a whole nother conversation versus being married. So finance when you're married, there is no 50-50 because one, it's one person. The household money.
Right.
That's something that people have to learn.
It's the household.
It's a household thing. I don't care if you have two separate personal accounts. It's still your household.
Yeah.
When you're married. I'm not talking about when you're just dating or something. It's a household thing. So I don't care if I'm paying all the bills out of my, stuff. It's still money that is coming into our household and out of our household. That's how you look at it. That's how it's looked at. That's why when you get married, you become literally like almost like a business to the state. Like the state looks at you like a sole thing. Like that's the whole point of a marriage license, paying all this money to register. You're married. Your assets are one. When you go to buy a car, when you go to buy a house, file taxes is looked at as household income. It don't matter, ain't no 50-50, ain't no my money, your money. Some people say stuff like that. And of course, I'm not saying you can't have your own savings.
Your own money.
You guys can't sit down and figure out a plan for your finances.
Right.
But it's still one household. It's what comes in and what comes out the house. That's the black and white, most simple way to say it. Now, with that, each individual marriage is going to have its own budget and how it is, done. And that's going to work for them. Right?
Yeah.
That's the best way I can say it.
Right.
Because now you don't want to be with somebody where you're doing
everything and it's draining you.
Right. And I think that's what that guy was confused about because he's like, I'm doing everything as a father because I pay all the bills. And he's like, well, yeah, you're paying all the bills, but your kids want you there.
Well, what I think he kind of misconstrued it was the difference between being a husband and being a father. He still was more stuck on his wife, you know.
Right,
like,
but I think
I'm
she had
taking
issues
care
too.
of
I think
her.
Yeah, I think he misconstrued the thing.
Forgot about the
I
kids.
think he replaced his financial. He thought that the only thing he had to do was be a financial provider
Yeah.
to be a good husband and good father. And that's not
That's
it.
not true. And I tell people that
And that's
all the
not.
time.
And that's why I say gender
can't
roles are
stand it.
outdated.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, and even before, you can't just be I pay for everything. That's my job.
Right.
There's more that is required from you as a husband, as a father, as a friend, as just a person. Like, you can't just say, I pay all the bills, I make sure everything's straight.
Right.
That's my contribution. Because that's not enough. And also, you can't just say that's all you can do, because what if you lose your job?
Right.
So now you're worthless?
Yeah.
Now you can't be. So what
You
about
can't do
all these
nothing.
people?
And that's when, you know how there's these men, they lose their job and they start drinking and they start going crazy because
Right.
they feel like that's all they do.
Right.
That's all I am to this family is a financial provider. And you're not.
We're not excusing laziness and not taking care of your responsibilities.
Yeah, no.
We're saying that
There's
life
other responsibilities
happens.
besides
Look how
money.
many people lost their jobs in 2020.
Yeah.
Just because a father or somebody lost a job or means of income does not mean that they are no longer
Needed.
Your worth is more as a
Than
man
your money.
than your money.
And you should, and if you're a kid, and if somebody feel like their kids, oh my God, I snorted.
Tom never talks to the mic. But anyway, yeah.
If somebody feels like their kids are like, expect that out of them, y'all need to sit down and talk about it. It's never too late to change your habits or change the way you raise your children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's my thing. And I'm not. And once again, I'm not trying to say that men are not providers and men shouldn't be a source of. I think you should be more a security for your family.
and that's what it is. Yeah.
And I don't want you to think that
Not
your
money.
security is only tied in money.
Yeah.
Because your family
should
needs
be
to know if all the money stops, that dad is gonna make sure everything is all right. He gonna make sure we're safe.
Whether we rich or not.
Make sure, I don't care what. I know my father. I know my husband. For women, that he is gonna be my security.
Exactly. And that goes that goes further than
Just
money.
Yeah.
That goes way further than
Right.
money. Like, way further. For instance, like my stepdad, like, he was a provider. He was, but he also was a dad. Like, when I think of him as a child, like when he came into our lives, when I think about him being young and what I remember the most, I really remember him taking care of us the most. Like, when we were
not
sick,
the financial. It was
always took care of us all
even
the time.
to this day. Like, your stepfather
very, like,
literally
caring.
is more caring. Even though he literally was a provider.
He was, but
Like,
he was
the
the most
ideal provider.
Yeah, the first thing I think of is caring.
The first quality you think of is caring.
Yeah, because I was a kid, and that's what kids don't really care about. Like,
And I'm sure your mom would say the same thing.
yeah,
Like, besides the providing, I had you.
yeah,
And that's what I think we get misconstrued when we start talking about 50-50 and
right.
who
Money
pays
comes and
what.
goes,
Money-
but
and that's my thing.
yeah.
I try to explain to people. We talk as if we are certain that we will always make
have
money.
Yeah, and
or
we're not.
when women like, I need a man that got 6 figures. You are certain.
Like,
You're
something
saying
can't
that
happen.
he could lose his job
Yeah.
because of another novel virus, or he couldn't get sick. We're all one day away from being, and we can't work. What happens then? What happens if you get in a car wreck and now you can't work?
Yep.
That's why you can't just look at money. And once again, we are not excusing.
You have to look at character.
We're not excusing laziness.
Yeah, we're not. No.
Just bums. We don't do that. Ain't no
Right.
bums. Ain't no laziness. If you don't work, you don't eat.
Right.
So I'm not saying go find, like, just give us somebody who's not doing nothing. That's not what we're
Right.
saying. We're saying that money can't be.
The only your money can't
Your-
rule your life.
Yeah.
Basically, like, in a man, he just make good money. No,
Right.
what about,
You can't
is he a
look-
good father? Is he
Right.
loving? Like, is he
Right.
caring? Will he
Right.
be here long term? You know,
And I see people all the time that say, especially when we look at the celebrities, they like, I already know he's a terrible person, but I'd rather be sad sitting in a Maybach or sitting in a Rolls Royce. But there's some women who okay with that.
They are.
I literally saw for myself, a girl was like, don't tell me she was dating a rapper. She was like, don't tell me if you're talking to my man because I'm happy. I know you're a rapper. Don't come tell me that. I'd rather just stay happy. And I'm like, is that where we are as a society that we've traded our values just for material, for money and finances? And once again, I'm not, I don't want to sound like that I'm saying that, you should settle for somebody who ain't doing nothing or, that type of stuff. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because I'm saying we all have responsibilities we need to take care of and make sure we can take care of living in your means, working on your credit, all that good stuff. But I'm saying money can't be I need a man with money.
No, it can't steer your life. Like, you're never.
Now, it's an added plus. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. If you find somebody that's financially secure.
Yeah, I think they know that.
And has other qualities, that's a winner. That's a blessing, and you should.
They should get it by now.
That's a blessing, and that go both ways nowadays. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, women work just as much as men. Women are starting to enter into place in the workforce that didn't exist for them 50 years ago. We didn't see women, just like we just talked to an architect. We didn't see that. We didn't see women engineers. We didn't see that. They were not allowed and granted access into their workforce, even and now they making just as much money as men. So what do you have now as a man? That's why I always tell people, what's going to happen now when women are starting to make as much money as us? We can't just hold that over their head like I make more than you.
Yeah.
What can you do then for a woman?
What can you do? But I think that's just like, the old.
Right. It's antiquated because it doesn't work.
That's
anymore
how it used to be, though.
Society.
It does not work
because
anymore.
This is not. We have technology now. Yeah. So most men, and this is in defense of men, they can do their own household stuff. They don't need a woman to come in and cook, clean, wash. We got wash machines now. We got microwaves. We got air fryers. We got everything where we can do it ourselves. Back in the day, it was an oven and hand washing. People men didn't have time to come home to cook, to work, press, iron press their stuff. Washing a thing, hang it up,
fix the house, like
that's actually what I'm saying.
Fix the house.
And so when you look at older women and say, "My man paid all the bills," but bills back then.
Yeah, that's why I don't have a problem with older people saying that. I literally do not have a problem with that. However, I don't feel like they should throw that on us, like this new generation, because it's a completely different.
I think the emphasis should always be placed on, it shouldn't be on money.
Maybe so security, period.
I think it should be security
all around.
Yeah, and the security encompasses money. And it encompasses handling responsibilities. And being a
loving home, etc.
Accountable, reliable,
everything.
And if you got that,
security.
That's the foundation, being secure.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people really don't think. But I mean, literally, that's what a lot of women want: security. Like, that's literally come on now, I was talking in it, but that's what a lot of people want: security. Right. Like, I mean, people think it's so much hard. Like, men think, oh God, girls are not, like, women are so hard to get. But literally, security. Like, security. I need to know you gonna be there.
Right.
I need to know you're not gonna just willingly up and leave me, mess around with somebody. Security. I need to know that I'm gonna be okay if I want to have kids. That you're gonna be a good father. Security.
You're not gonna walk out.
Security. Okay.
You give people the space to make natural mistakes, but you know that they're not gonna make these big transgressions and stuff like that. Like,
you're not gonna leave me hanging with finances. So security,
you can't just say I need, and that goes both ways. You can't just say I need a 6-figure woman or a 6-figure man. That what?
Okay, what do you?
What does that do? Because we've seen some of the biggest people fall off. Yeah. We've seen companies close down and can't recover.
Yeah.
We've seen that. So that tells you that money cannot be.
And we've seen people with 6 figures divorce
and unhappy
and break up and
we see it all the time.
Complain, etc.
We literally see it all the time with celebrities.
All the time.
Got access to anything.
Yep.
A lot of the stuff that we save our money to buy, they get for free.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fashion,
clothes, cars.
They get cars, and so that tells you material. Even when you get the materials and have access to the best, if you don't have that security, what do you have? Nothing.
Security, I feel like, is peace of mind. When it's all around, is peace of mind.
Right. And I think that was the lesson from that because I remember when that video first came out, everybody was sharing it like, yeah, this is what a man does. And I remember saying like, good, that might work for that household, which is cool. But I was like, it's more to being a good husband and
Man,
father,
period.
besides just paying for everything.
There's more to being a good man than just money. Like,
but I will say this: a good man doesn't mind, taking the load off his family,
right,
as much as possible for him,
right,
without killing them. You know what I'm saying? They don't kill themselves, but they don't. A good man will doesn't mind taking the load off his wife and kids, and spoiling his family and doing for his family.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was crazy to me, man.
That's what's sad. Well,
and like I said, I don't know when that they fell off. I just saw the story recently, and a couple people tagged us in it, so that's why I brought it up. But yeah, I mean, did you see anything this week?
Wow. Whoa. I saw politics stuff.
Right, yeah, politics. It's been pretty dominant.
But I've also I was listening to the radio, and they were talking about COVID things, and don't it seem like like life is not back to normal, but like everybody's kind of listening.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think that some people. I think that we are trying to get back to a normal that won't exist anymore.
Well, I don't think it's gonna exist anymore. But I'm saying like people's mental. You know how people are like on 10.
Yeah, I think
we've
realized what we're.
I think they're adapting.
I think we realize what we're dealing with, how to combat it, and then also I think we're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccinations. The people who are trying to do that.
I forgot about the vaccine. Yeah.
So we're starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. We got a new president coming in, so we're starting to see that. Hey,
the stress is coming off one by one.
Facts.
Thank God.
So that's that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, shout out to them for the stimulus. Shout out to y'all.
People were really hard on mad about that 2,000 though.
I'm gonna let you know this. I'm never gonna complain. I don't care how much money I
get. Who cares?
I'm never complaining about somebody giving me money.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, which made me mad, y'all sitting here arguing, and you qualify for the stimulus, which means you need the money.
Yeah.
You're not rich.
It don't matter what it is. A lot of people don't qualify for the stimulus, so
you shouldn't be complaining.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
And first of all, I mean,
and another thing,
taxes.
Why we never got our superpowers, as y'all was talking about? We were supposed to get superpowers.
That has bothered JT for real. Like he posted it the day it happened. He like, where's my superpowers? Like,
and I posted it because I know it was a joke, but I was mad that some people thought.
Yeah, some people really thought it was real, and it's like,
and I'm still upset that. Come on,
sis.
Come on,
bro. Come on, my guy. Come on.
Like, come on, my God.
Like, come on now. This has been happening for years, and nobody's ever. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
Like, and then I think about, how they have some people who really be thinking and stuff, and they might conjure up in their mind that they do have a superpower on this stuff. Like,
right? There's some people that really think like that. Like, I was literally like, if somebody told me I wouldn't get it because I didn't believe. I'm like, is this the freaking Polar Express? I can't hear it unless I'm a kid. Like, what is going on? Like
this Disney?
And what are y'all gonna do with y'all? What are y'all gonna do with your superpowers?
Like, you can't have no superpowers still working at your job like that. Like,
no. And for what? Superpowers for what?
Like,
come on, man, get out of here.
You Peter Parker? Like,
facts. But speaking of that, I did see. I don't know if it was true that they are continuing the Black Panther, series, and hopefully Shuri. If it follows the comics, obviously Shuri would take over.
Yeah, I hope so.
A lot of people were kind of upset, but I'm like, rest in peace, Chadwick. But I think he would have been okay with that as an actor to see an actress.
Oh, absolutely, and then the black one.
Black one move up to a premier role in a Marvel movie.
Absolutely.
I think he would.
And then
that is paying homage to him because he helped so many people. He was such a great guy, especially for in Hollywood.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
Like for him, I think is important. I think he would have been okay with it, and that's why I'm supporting it. So
I think he would too.
True,
but I don't know.
It follows the comic.
Yeah, that's why. That's another thing. That's why I'm not understanding. You're talking about Killmonger and all that stuff. No, like what?
Man,
Y'all
like,
just want to do anything at this point.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
follow the rules. Okay.
And that's why I was arguing with somebody else trying to tell me I know what was gonna happen. I'm like, I can read the comic.
A lot of people don't know there's comics.
So what?
That's how you know a truth. Yeah.
What do they think it's about when they
exactly.
see the intro of the comic books every Marvel movie? Like, what do they?
I don't know, but a lot of people don't know that there's comics.
Gotcha.
I mean, a lot of people just don't know.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah.
I don't know. Wait, I think somebody knocking. Talk to these people. I'll be right back.
It's funny.
I'm gonna leave you by yourself. Don't mess up the show.
Okay, yeah. So I just want to talk to you guys about this great movie that I just love, and it's literally like a black notebook is all I have to say. Like, it's called Sylvie's Love, guys, and it's on Amazon, I think. And it is such a good movie. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe it costs, maybe it doesn't, like $5.99, but it's such a sweet movie, y'all. I love it so much. For all my lovebirds who just love movies, I definitely would suggest that movie.
Yeah, I'm that guy. Sorry.
Yeah, so Sylvie's Love is great.
Yeah, Sylvie's Love was a great movie.
It was.
I'm glad it still had a little trauma in it, with the whole being married and kind of cheating and adultery. So I'm still looking for that black love story that's literally all love.
Sweetness.
No cheating, no breaking up. I just want to love.
It really didn't even need that, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like every single black
gotta have some betrayal.
I just want a black movie. A love story that's all love. No breaking up and getting back together. No extra baby. No cheating on.
Maybe they think that people won't like it.
And that's what I'm saying. Ain't that they have
but they
to
will.
show.
We will, because we believe in black love.
And other people gonna say, well, love is not as sweet, and that's why it's a movie. Make it fictional.
I got it. We can have a movie about a single mom who finds love. She already has a kid.
No, there we go again with trauma. Why is she single?
That's not trauma.
That's traumatic.
That happened.
Why does she?
But no, this is about her new love.
You literally just did what I said I didn't. I literally said
this is my story.
With no trauma.
All right.
With no baby daddy. With no single.
Just meeting up.
Some people, a woman and man.
What they kind of do. Obama's story. That was the love story.
That is nonfiction. I want a fictional, completely, and that had drama in it. I want no drama. No. I want man, see girl, love her. They grew up together.
But is there any white movie like that? No.
I don't care. I just want a traumatic-free,
loving movie.
I just want a loving
about
black
wild teenagers.
Anything. I just don't want to watch.
We should make that. That sounds good.
How we like certain slave movies because they are really good, but then we don't like the ones that are like super like white savior and fictional.
Oh, yeah.
We like the ones that's like really overcoming, inspiring versus this white guy stepped in and that's don't give me that.
Yeah, because everybody wants like that.
Don't give me that. Give me a good love story without the black woman getting cheated on or abused or you know what I'm saying? Like
okay, give me an X Tyler Perry.
Yeah, let's make that happen. But anyway, that's it for this week. We love you guys. Thank you for all the support. Get ready for this year.
Yeah, I'm excited about this year.
I don't know what else we're gonna do besides this podcast. We're gonna do something.
I'm speaking into the airways. And Jesus, you hear me? Okay, good. We are gonna be booked in 2021. I keep saying that all the time. DT's like, where did you get
already
that?
Booked.
I said we.
Yeah. So the emphasis is you. Okay.
Well, fine. I didn't want to leave you out. I'll be booked, boo. Okay. Okay.
All right, not doing that. Okay, we love you guys. Peace.
Good night, guys.